Well, welcome to the 100th episode of Bowhunt or Die. Justin, I can't believe we're on our 100th episode of, as far as I'm concerned, the best bow hunting web show that's out there.
Yeah, I'm amazed we've been able to sit next to each other 100 times without killing each other. It's amazing. But, you know, thanks everybody for watching. You know, it is a pretty amazing thing and impressive for us to hit our 100th episode. In Bowhunt or Die fashion, we've got a pretty amazing buck hunt for this episode.
Well, and you know what, Justin, I mean, before we dive into the hunts, because we've got a lot of good ones, I mean, what a stellar weekend. I mean,
yeah.
Deer were on their feet, massive cold front, probably one of the most coldest opener Illinois that I can remember.
Yep.
It was just awesome.
Yeah, and we talked about it in the last week's show. I mean, this first big cold front that pushes through in October usually has the deer up on their feet, and this was no exception. I mean, besides, you know, Tyler, obviously, Todd shot a real nice buck, which we're going to see next week. But just look around, look at the forums, look at Facebook, look at Twitter, and all the social media. I mean, big bucks were dropping all over the place.
Yeah. Well, hey, let's not waste any more time. Let's jump into Justin and see how he does on his first opening weekend.
What's up, guys? We are getting ready to head out in pursuit of the biggest deer on the farm, the one and only Baconator. So here's the deal. We're dumb, or I'm dumb, I should say. And we were going to hunt the south side of the farm tonight on our food plot because we're getting a ton of pictures back there. And we wanted to get some footage, hunt over the food plot. There's a nice 3-year-old buck that's been coming in there every night. We figured, you know what, let's go back there, and if he shows up, we'll shoot him. So in light of that, we decided here on the north side of the farm, we're going to go check some trail cameras real quick because we're not going to be back here for a couple weeks. And wouldn't you know it, we're driving down the gravel road and we jump Bacon out of his bed, and he's literally within probably 100 yards of the stand that I hunted the other night. And he kind of just trotted up the hill. We don't think he went far, so we decided we're going to go for broke. We know that we bumped him out of there. He ran up that hill. We're hoping he's going to come down tonight. So we're going for it. We're going into the stand where we just bumped him out of an hour ago. So it's kind of all or nothing, going for broke. Alright guys, well, we're in our stand, but unfortunately the wind is terrible. I don't even know how else to describe it. Alright, exciting news, guys. We just saw our first deer of the night, and we're able to successfully film our first deer of the year. Just got word that Tyler Rector shot a real nice 140-inch 8-point, so looking forward to seeing that footage. But for now, we gotta get back to hunting, because the 1.5-year-olds are moving tonight, baby. Yeah!
Alright guys, well, we just pulled into the farm, or well, I'm all sitting on the road still, but this week's episode is 100th episode of Bowhunt or Die, and I'm hoping that I'm going to be in it. I wasn't on the show a lot last year. This year I'm going to make up for it. I've got a couple of nice shooters hitting this Tinks Power Scrape on a regular basis, like every other night. And with the weather that's been really, really bad the last 3 days, I mean, we had rain, we had wind, and now we got a cold front coming in, which is good. And tonight the wind is supposed to change from a north to a northwest to a west to a southwest, and it's slowly doing that right now according to the flag. Just got off work, went home, took a B-Tech shower, got my clothes. I'm going to get out, spray down, walk very silently to the tree stand, and hopefully release an arrow tonight on an Illinois giant. we're set up tonight on a Heartland food plot. I'm hoping I got in here with those grenade deer. Bedding area is actually to the north of me. Wind straight out of the west. It rained straight for 2 days. Yesterday we had 30-mile-an-hour winds all day long, all night, and all day today. And it's just now starting to settle down. It's supposed to be down to 7 miles an hour before dark. I've got some scrapes, some dink mock scrapes over here. The deer have been rubbing on them pretty hard, so I'm hoping they come in here and pressure them up since the rain. I didn't go over there to look. But Rockstar and Machete have been coming to this block pretty hard, so hopefully with a little bit of luck tonight. Zip blocker and dinks. Keep my scent hidden because the wind's blowing right at the corner of this food plot, so I'm hoping if any does walk out, I don't get busted. I see a deer. Wow, that's fast. Little buck coming right at me. Whoa. Bigger buck. That's Machete. Machete right here. He's coming too. Holy crap, this is gonna happen early. Jeez, it just got in this stand. He's straight downwind. Glad I got this little buck up here. David versus Goliath right there. Just breathe. Come on, knock that scrap right there. Work it. Yeah, baby. Oh, he loves that tinks, doesn't he? Look at that. He loves it.
Well, if that footage right there doesn't prove to you guys that mock scrapes work, I don't know what is going to. I mean, Todd, you've been a fan of mock scrapes for a long time, and obviously, I mean, this buck comes in and just destroys that one.
Yeah, I mean, that is just some of the awesomest footage. I love when deer do that and they get their racks up in there and they're just ripping those licking branches apart. I mean, it's just cool to see that.
Yep.
And if you're not setting up these mock scrapes, you know, number one, for inventory purposes of the bucks in your area, or two, just being able to hunt them on the edge of these plots, you really need to start.
More scrapes. Got a couple more scrapes right there in front of him. There's one in the woods where he's gonna go. And then I just hope he comes back out. That little 4-pointer went in there and worked that scrape earlier. Alright, he's gonna disappear for just a few minutes. So I just shot Machete 15 minutes ago. And I was texting his on my phone. He said he passed up a little buck. And I was kind of laughing at him. I'm pretty sure I see Rockstar. I haven't even looked at him yet because I'm shaking still from the last deer. All I saw was tines. I mean, look at me straight downwind. Which makes me really nervous. He's like perfectly symmetrical. Here's the problem. Oh guys, it's been an awesome hunt. I literally have seen eight different bucks. And not a single doe. I've seen every deer that I've had pictures of this summer except for 2 bucks. And I haven't seen them for a long time, so I don't even think they're still around.
Man, Justin, I mean, Tyler put that arrow, as far as I'm concerned, in a 10-ring spot. But still, that deer runs to the edge of that food plot and manages to stay on his feet for over 2.5 minutes. Now, we don't show you the entire 2.5 minutes, but that is amazing.
Yeah, we've all had this happen to us or heard of somebody who's like, man, I absolutely smoked this deer and he just wasn't going down. And this is one of those cases. I mean, I don't think you could have pinpointed a spot on that deer's side any better to put that arrow. You would have thought that he would have ran 50 yards and fell over dead, but lo and behold, he stands there. Eventually he walks off. Tyler does the smart thing. He stays in his stand. He stays calm, waits till dark, gets some friends, and goes back for the recovery.
All right, well, here we go. It's October 4th. I hit this buck about 4 hours ago, and we went and got a bite to eat. Had an unbelievable night, and hoping we find him. On the video, it looks 10 ring, so maybe a little far back, but 20-yard shot. And he was definitely hurting, so go look at the blood, and hopefully we find him real short. Pretty much, I'm gonna go right over here to where he walked in. See if this can find him. 3 minutes since all the blood news. Are you kidding me? Looks like blood. Oh, there was still one. How in the world did he get all the way over here without no blood? Okay, my arrow's still in him. Yep. He done. I was about ready to freak out. Well, finally, we tracked him for, I don't know, probably 45 minutes with no blood. Couldn't find any. Kind of went the other way than what we thought, though. So there he is. Made an awesome night out of it, and he's one that was on the hit list. Called him Machete about 3 years ago. This side used to just go straight up, and this year he blew up. This was his biggest year. I think he's at least 4.5. He might be 5. I'd have to look at some pictures, but shot him at 5:15. Came in, worked a Tink's Power Scrape that I put out back in July, and he's been hitting it pretty hard ever since. So got to put it on that one. I mean, Tink's pulled this one in tonight, and actually a bunch of other bucks. So it's pretty early, October 4th. It's my earliest buck on the ground, that's for sure. I'm just glad we got him. And sleep tonight. So we're gonna. It's not gonna be too bad. It's not gonna be easy, but drag him up to the top of the hill and get him in the truck and get some pictures tomorrow morning. Way to start off the season. Bow hunt or die.
You know, Justin, that was an awesome hunt. I don't think there's a fan that watches this show that wouldn't want that same type of a hunt to happen.
A fan? I want that type of a hunt to happen to me. What are you talking about? I mean, that right there was an amazing buck, an amazing early season hunt from Tyler. So congratulations to him Obviously, he's still got some bigger deer out there that he's chasing, so be interesting to see what happens the rest of October for Tyler. Next up, Todd, we're going to hop over to Ohio, and we're going to check in with Paul Morrison.
Finally got up in this tree, all situated. As I was getting up here, I had to dig my camera out of my bag real quick because there was a little fawn actually still had spots, and she had already come out of the brush and was looking for acorns there. So hopefully we have a good night tonight. We've had a good weekend so far, but man, it'd be awesome. Actually, that deer's just coming right back out again. You can tell she's a fawn. She's not very smart. That's definitely a good start to my night already. Already seeing deer. So I'm gonna shut up and hopefully that fawn's big daddy comes in tonight. So if not, maybe we'll see one of those lone big does, and take her out tonight. So hopefully, let's go hunt or die. Deer of the year right there. Hit her a little bit high, but she went down right there. Oh, that felt good. It's gonna be some good eating. She came right in. Been looking for those big mature does, that don't have any fawns with them. There's 2 big mature does that came right in. Awesome. Should be some good eating. But I had my camera down there set up on where they come and they'll jump that fence line, and it's just the stealth cam down there. And I had it on video mode, so I'm really hoping that that I shot her all pretty close right in front of it. So hopefully we got some good video of me hitting her and dropping her. But she ducked my string just a little bit, hit a little bit higher than I wanted to, but all in all, there's no tracking job. She's laying right there, and she didn't last long. So that's a good, quick recovery on her. So awesome. Let's get down there to get our hands on her. All right. Well, we just hit feet on the ground. Let's go check her out. See how big she is. Well, there she is. Big mature doe. Big mature Ohio doe. That's what we've been looking for all this weekend. We had a great start of our weekend. Saturday. We had a chance at a big doe, but it was in there with 2 yearlings, and that was a good hunt and everything to start off my Saturday. And then Saturday evening, I seen 2 more came in, and a beautiful bobcat came in, and so I was having a great start to my season. But Sunday morning, I didn't hunt, and then Sunday afternoon, we got this girl right here. So she came in, she was feeding on these acorns, and I tell you what, early season, those acorns, if you got acorns on your property, that's where you need to be, because that's where the deer are. Awesome. Bow hunt or die.
Well, Todd, these guys out self-filming are really stepping up the game. As we saw here, Paul actually went through the trouble of using his stealth cam on video mode to get some B-roll. That was the first time I've ever seen that.
Oh man, I tell you, him and Tyler. I mean, Tyler's got these stealth cams set up on the scrapes. I mean, oh my gosh, I finally add a second and third camera, and these guys have already got me beat. It's driving me nuts.
They're trying to push you out, man. They're trying to
I
take
see
over
what's
the
going
spot
on.
as the lead dog. So, you know, as you guys saw, that was a great hunt that Paul just had. You know, he made a good shot. That deer ducked a little bit. It's going to happen to all of us. The one nice thing is
No blood trailing.
pretty short recovery, which is always a good thing. So next up, we're going to hop back to Illinois. The same night that Tyler shot his buck, Clinton and Frank were out hunting as well. We're going to check in with them.
The wind is still howling. It's straight out of the west. We did see a few deer here last night, so we decided to try to come back again. Beautiful night. It's only like 42 degrees. For October 4th, that's probably the coldest I've ever seen it. Hopefully everything will turn out, but I'll sit here and try to get this camera figured out how we're going to film. Drop right into it. That wind has these deer kind of spooky. I'm gonna go out there and shoot her again. Get another early one. You hit her right behind the shoulder, dude. It just smoked her. You're not too high. No, she dropped. Yeah. I know. Got her. Went ahead and pulled her up here behind the blind. There's a big scrape that just been worked up last night. We hunted here last night, so we're gonna sit here till dark and maybe we'll get lucky and double up. Well, we had a pretty good night. It's October 4th. We hunted this blind last night and just couldn't get it done. It was really, really windy and we didn't want to shoot a deer that far with the wind blowing. So we decided to come back in the night. Had a big doe come right in, 27 yards. She dropped. I hit her just a touch high, but it wasn't too bad. She just died right there. So we drug her back in behind the blind and we thought we'd sit for the rest of the night just in case a buck did show up. You can see we had a couple does come out and they were kind of leery of where we drug her across the food plot, but it didn't really bother. So did get a good text message from one of the other team members, Tyler Rector. He got a pretty big buck down, so we're going to go over there here in a second and try to help him recover his, and just a good night here in Illinois.
I tell you what, Justin, for an early season hunt, these guys are going condo style. You would have thought, I mean, geez, they get a little cold weather down south and these guys are diving into these full-blown condos early.
They're all bundled up in the ground blind over there, but hey, you can't blame them. The deer are pounding the food plots. You know, this cold weather front moves through and it seems like those green plots are definitely the place to be when you look at them. Look at Tyler's hunt, look at your hunt that we're going to see next week. Green was definitely hot. So, you know, congrats to Frank. It was a great deer. I know that he likes to shoot a couple does every year for the table, so he's got one on the ground. I'm sure the first of several to come. So, Todd, that's all the hunting action we've got for this week. Of course, we want to take a couple seconds to thank the people who sent in their trophy photos.
Andrew McDonald,
Brittany Mazer,
Jonathan Welch,
Ryan Olivero,
John Bartholomew. Congratulations, everybody. Those are some great trophies. There's no question about it. The cold weather this weekend had the deer up on their feet, and a lot of you were successful. We've got a long season ahead of us, so if you'd like to see your photo right here on another episode of Bowhunt or Die, make sure you submit it to our Facebook page or, of course, our website.
Well, Todd, with all the hunting action done for this week's show, we're going to get things wrapped up. You know, as we told you guys, Todd was lucky enough, or good enough maybe, to shoot a very nice buck this past Sunday night. So we've already got another great buck hunt lined up for next week.
And get 7 stitches out of the deal, but I can still shoot my bow. So
that's a pretty decent trade-off. I would take a nice big buck if it meant I had to get a couple stitches in my hand.
I just don't want to see the bill.
Yeah, the insurance bills are never fun. Well, that's it, guys. That's all the action we've got for this episode of Bowhunt or Die. Make sure you check back next Friday. We'll have some more great bow hunting action for you.
In the meantime, don't forget to check out facebook.com/bowhunting for daily updates, news, photos, and other exciting information. We want to hear your opinions and your stories, so join us now and like us on Facebook.
1, 2, 3. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Oh, I can't. Okay, I got it.